put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's so savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's so savage, savage. She's so savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a
Have we got sound? I've got some new cards. And yes, welcome in Snow Kai, Purposeful Tortoise, Water Bottle, Star, welcome in. Yes, a lot healthier than last week, I can tell you that. Not fully cured. And Purposeful Tortoise did redeem the skip the queue. So, I'm following doctor's instructions. Put it that way. Yes, we'll leave it at that for now, but I may have to do the Be Right Back frequently. And I was going to do a Muslim prayer because I have had so much help from the local Muslim community. It's been ridiculous. However, with the passing of Pope Francis, I am doing the prayer of St. Francis. So, Divine Spirit, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, let me sow pardon. Where there is doubt, let me sow faith. Where there is despair, let me sow hope. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Where there is sadness, let me sow joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen. And yes, some new cards. So we will see. And Purposeful Tortoise, happy Easter, everybody, by the way. It's Easter Tuesday here in Australia. We don't have the day off like we used to. because not many people are Catholic anymore. But I split the deck of one of my new decks, and it looks like there's a bunny crying at the top. Sorry, I've got the sun coming in my window. Can anyone see the bunny at the top? It's like, oh. And there we go. I'm glad you saw it, Snowkai. However, these new decks are all decks that don't have nudity. Because as we know, other platforms have actually banned nudity or have demonetized nudity. And I thought I may as well get ahead. Even though I'm against this whole, oh, you can't see a naked picture. Go to an art gallery. They've all been blessed. And Purposeful Tortoise, I do feel as if there's something from your childhood that is in your life at the moment. Can you understand that? I'm going to move some of these decks. I love some of them I love, by the way. Others not so much, but we're there. There you go. And I feel there's been an emotional pressure on you at this time of year. Six of Swords. I feel it might have something to do with family and someone's birthday in family. I feel like the Star card may come out in your read because I get the energy your sister's birthday's coming up. Is there an emotional pull for you to be there? I can't just take anything because I'm picking up there's an emotional pull. My guide said turn over the cards. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I feel as if you're going through a happy phase in your life. Your sister's not. And it's almost like I don't want anyone to drag down this energy. More bunnies. Oh. Not really. The Sun. You've been in here often enough, Purposeful Tortoise. You actually know that if I'm picking it up as well as the cards confirming it, I'm not going to change it. I feel you may be in two minds of whether to head in a direction with somebody else. There's happiness there. I feel there's a long distance thing. And I get the sense of burning the midnight oil, so you may actually have been online at your midnight. More bunnies. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. Empress, I like this. I feel it's yourself that... It is midnight there. Okay. I feel that there might be a romantic pull, but it's long distance. And there's a desire not to get hurt. And I keep getting reminded of something I grew up with. The walls we build to protect ourselves are also the walls that keep things out. Because I feel as if you're wanting balance. And it seems to be a one-way street. You're wanting good outcome situation, but it seems to be a one-way street. And I feel as if you've gone into hermit mode because of that one-way street. Let's see, the middle card, yeah, your energies. I feel as if you're desiring a relationship similar to what you grew up with. And it's not hitting any of those boxes. Wheel of Fortune. The center position card in this whole read is... This isn't the Leo I've mentioned before, is it? Or you're the Leo? You're a Leo. Okay. Because I feel every time there's a movement, a positive movement forward, you're bringing it back. It's like, unless you can give me what you want, we're staying here. And I don't know whether it's yourself or your sister, because I picked up both energies, who is into amethyst. Look, I never call anybody out, because if I'm picking up something, it's something I've done too. Okay, I want to say, I feel as if you might be a little envious of your sister as well. It's like, I feel childhood, there was a responsibility that you carried and you took your responsibility seriously. I'm also picking up that the tables have turned a bit lifestyle-wise. What you used to have, your sister now has. And yet the responsibility part, you know, taking care of the other, is lacking. Suspicious username. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, suspicious username. There you go. And bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. This reading tells me I would listen and absorb more than interrupting. And I've got that, seriously, I do have that in me, where I will interrupt to be part of the conversation, to make it move. Sometimes we need to take a step back and just listen and observe. Because I feel as if in listening and observing, you will get unstuck. You will actually see that there is balance. But I feel there's a reluctance, if your sister still lives with family, there's a reluctance to go to family. These cards aren't so bad. I know it's really difficult, Purposeful Tortoise. I try and tell myself to listen and observe more rather than... I usually throw myself as being part of a group. And I'm not backward in coming forward. I'll say it even if it's not popular and all of that. But sometimes I have to really pull myself back and observe. And I feel in observing others, you'll start to understand you've got qualities that are more useful than what they have. I actually like this reading. It doesn't sound like it, but I do. There is balance, but I feel it's you stepping in. It's you protecting yourself from hurt again. Well, you've got the Sun and Justice at the top of the read. In the first two rows, you've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. And the Four of Cups to me in this read is get out of your own way. Yeah, then I would step back and observe what they do. If they haven't got your energy, what do they do? That'll tell you more about them than when they do have your energy. So, yeah, Queen of Swords, I would say stop cutting in and allow the situations to play out. Particularly this long distance one. Because I feel tears have already been shed. Tears have already been shed with the long distance one. Yeah, I got tears that already been shed. It's like there's nothing coming back from it. And you're too exhausted to fight. Hopefully that makes sense if I say it that way. Yeah. Just remember you're never too exhausted to fight for yourself. Okay. And Snowkai, you are up next, I believe. There, I was right. Hey, Snowkai. For some reason I want to use this, it's sort of like Art Nouveau, which is a bit different than Art Deco, but similar time frame. Okay. I need to shuffle these a bit. I feel as if something you've done in the past has actually come back in a glow-up way. Something that you were skilled at has come back in a glow-up way. Can you understand why I'm picking that up, Snowkai? Queen of Swords seems to be popular for today. And just a yes or a no. If it's a no, I can live with that. You think so? Okay. Can you understand thinking it was dead, done and over? Like it was the end of it and all of a sudden it's come back? I actually feel this could be a person. Okay. A bit unsure. Okay, my guide said turn over the cards, so here we go. Wands, Crystals are ones in this deck, by the way, so I think we'll see. We'll get there. There's victory, and I feel the Star. You've got the Page of Wands, which is good news coming in. You've got the Six of Wands, which is celebration. You've got Justice. You've got the Star. Can you understand actually looking through the fine print? Or looking through the fine details? It's like you're looking for what's the catch? Okay, you've got all the skills here. So, Page of Cups. I feel as if you... The only example I can think of is contracts where, yikes forever, welcome in. Where you're looking over a contract, it all looks good, but you're still looking for that one detail that says, nah, I was right to pass on it. But I get that, no, this is like, every rose has its thorn. I've got the Sun here too. I'm loving this deck actually. Can you understand? I feel this is in relation to your personal life. Can you understand feeling like you've left things too late? Like this. Pentacles. Okay. There's someone you don't know whether to trust again, and you're hiding yourself away from everything. Wheel of Fortune. Actually, that's the second Wheel of Fortune in that place. I feel as if 2025 was a bit rough on you so far. We're only in April. And all of a sudden, the clouds are starting to lift. And yeah, you're still waiting for what's the catch. Okay, bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. I feel if you communicated very strictly what you desire, you would get it. You're thinking if you communicate what you desire, you're going to get an argument. But I feel if you communicate what you desire, you will get it. Like, honestly communicate what you desire, because we're too much trying to be Instagram carbon copies when in actual fact in our hearts we're not. There's a little bit of a fear of being real. Booth Pack Bobby, welcome in. First time in the chat. You can get it somewhat. I get great energy with the old idea that I picked up earlier. I do get great energy with you communicating exactly what you want. And I don't mean to the universe, I mean in reality. Because it's true, we all really do want different things. But I like this Queen of Wands because this Queen of Wands, as well as the Black Cat, has the Sun. There's a person from the past that's returned after probably ghosting. Tell them exactly what you want. And in general, I feel whatever this past activity is, be your authentic self. Because you will be surprised how free that makes others feel. You would be ultra shocked. In a good way. You're expecting an argument. You're expecting to have to defend. And I don't get that energy. I get a glow up energy. And Snow-Kai, hopefully that does resonate. Yeah, I feel you need to be firm in what you want. If you want an apology, say you want an apology. If you want to be treated a certain way, say you want to be treated a certain way. I actually like this. Doesn't seem like it. These cards are throwing new curveballs my way. But I feel saying what you want is actually not your character. You're more inclined to be a bit subtler, agree with people, and let them have their opinions. Yeah, don't walk. Come back at them with what you want. Come back at them with what you want. Because if you always walk when you have a difference with somebody or a difference with systems, if you're always walking when it doesn't resonate, you're forever walking. And I feel that you are so over the isolation. And that's what I have for you, Snow-Kai. And Blue Moss Dragonair, thank you for the welcome back. Okay, I'm going to have to... going to have to move my little studio thing and try and get the card that fell. You're welcome, Snow-Kai. Yeah. The card, yeah, you're so over the isolation. You're so over... The card that fell right underneath my stream was the Hermit, which was in your read anyway. Yes, Instagram is the best place to send me messages. I am on Discord, but it's not active yet. Thank you, Blue Moss Dragonet. And just as an update, I am still recovering from surgery. It's a long road. I just have to get this back now. It's a long road, but At least something's being done. Thank you for the hydrate star. But it means that today's stream, I am going to need to go to the Be Right Back frequently. Oh, Booth Pack Bobby. Sorry, it's 5 spots. I always do my queue. And recovering from surgery and knowing I need to do the Be Right Back frequently, I'm not going to increase that today. I've done 10-hour streams where I make sure everybody that's joined the queue gets a read. So I am going to have to do a Be Right Back now. And okay, let's see. Water bottle will be next up. It's just self-care. It's a have to at the moment. I should show you my fancy little cushion that I got. You can't really see. It's a jelly cushion. Let's see. If I put it up here, it's oh, and it's have to use post-surgery, so heaven only knows what it does, but it does something. So I will do the Be Right Back. I will go and do my walk and the doctors will be happy. Now, I have noticed there has been some lagging. So if it does disconnect, just know I will return and restart it. So I'll be back as soon as I can, or restart as soon as I can. Okay, hello, and another newbie. Welcome in, Indigo Sonora. I love the handles. Anyway, water bottle, it is you. That is up next. Okie dokie. Okay. I'm just washing these cards. And then, whoops. All of this happens when I'm just so not well enough to deal with it. Yes, I knocked my camera flying. You caught that. Bork, welcome in. So much. I should have washed them. I did most of the decks. We've got some new ones. This is one I actually do like. So water bottle. Crazy how these things happen. Okay. I feel like there might have been a little bit. Yes, we did take a tumble. Water bottle. I feel as if there's a little bit of a glow up in income or in what you do for your daily daily. And just for the newcomers, I'll explain it's a yes or a no thing. So before I've even turned over the deck, I try and tune in. Oh, okay. Well, I need to see what's in the cards. feel there might be somebody you know that has a part-time or a side hustle, as they're called now. And they've invited you to join in. Or they've suggested there's an opening. Okay, my guide said turn it. Okay. Three of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. Now I get it. Now I get it. Ten of Cups. Can you understand Wisconsin? Okay, it's either Wisconsin. Where was Happy Days filmed? You know, with the Fonz. Wisconsin, Tacoma. Okay, I might have to Google that because I'm getting pop culture stuff. I like it when these cards trigger pop culture images in my head. I don't like it that I can't remember. Seriously, California. No, where it was set. Let me try Google. Because I know what I need to look for. Might have been filmed in California. Okay. Milwaukee. It was Wisconsin. I was right first. But I was getting pop culture. Oh. Now I've really got to examine my pop culture. So you can understand Milwaukee. Because you can't. Then I feel it's somebody in my age bracket that can lead you to a part-time situation. So somebody 58 to 60. Either that or there's a sadness about times changing. Yeah, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands at the bottom. I feel you're at I didn't get a picture of the person. I just got a person similar in age to me. I'm 58, so it would be 58 to 60. I feel they're the key to finding the part-time. You're weighed down with more than just pentacle worries at the moment, though. Yeah. It's almost like you're surrounded by negative behavior. Yeah. I feel you're surrounded by negative behavior. And just because we can all say what we want doesn't mean we should. I do feel there's there's a once close, and when I say once close, it's this year close, that you helped out. They're now ghosting you, or they're now leaving you out in the cold. I do feel this older energy coming in with news of where that job may exist. Yeah, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's incoming news. And I feel it's the energy I'm picking up from the read. The energy I'm picking up is that it is not the typical part-time thing. Eight of Swords. I feel you're at your lowest at the moment. Just remember, your head doesn't have to stay there. So try and convince yourself in your mind that things are better than what they actually are. Because I do feel as if your mind is weighed down and it's feeling like there's no way out. If you were to go out in the world with that attitude, you carry that black cloud. If you can somehow colour your mind, make it seem a little more hopeful. Is there a marina or a golf course near where you live? Like, I know they're old-fashioned, but I've picked up part-time jobs where people would not even consider I would have worked. You know, where you got to suck up to people that aren't really nice just because they've got money. Okay, I want to stick with marina here. I feel it's like it's like a yacht club. You've got the stars, so change your thinking. Because I feel if you change your thinking, your energy will hit. And as I said, the person that leads you to this part-time, well-paying part-time situation is 58 to 60 in years. I feel they could even be an overseer of where you end up working. Okay. Who's into 50s horror? Someone around you is into 50s horror movies like Birds, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock again. It could even be Twilight Zone from what I'm seeing. Okay, if you don't know anyone, I feel that's where your head is. It's like in this 50s horror thing where everything is pleasant and yet underneath it's almost like a Stephen King novel. If anyone's read Christine, about the car, where everything's pleasant on the surface and the car's hideous. What other Stephen King things? Oh, there's so many Stephen King that run the same genre. Misery's another one. That's a Stephen King one. But it's more, yeah. It. There you go. That's current. They made a new one out of it. I haven't seen it because I can't even watch the original. Unless it's midday. I can watch the original if it's midday. Pleasantville. That's a 90s movie. 1990s movie. It's where everything is all polite and sickly sweet on the surface, but underneath there's an undercurrent of dark. I'm going to have to let you figure out where that fits, water bottle, because that's as much information as my guide is giving me at the moment. But I do see once you change your mindset, the cards get better as they go up. But definitely work on changing that mindset. It's like finding that silver lining. Finding a silver lining. Yeah. Because I see when things change, it's going to change quickly. So if you prepare your mind now, it'll be an easier journey. And hopefully that resonates to some extent. I believe you already know the person I'm speaking of that knows about the job. And we're in a world where we don't tend to share our struggles. Share your struggles. Tell everybody you know that you're looking for a part-time job. Because most jobs aren't advertised. It's either word of mouth or people going and physically knocking on doors. Particularly when it comes to part-time casual jobs. Just keep that in mind. And some of them are really bizarre, so they're well paid. Thank you for the hydrate, Star. I need that. You're welcome, water bottle. And best of luck, because I feel you know the person that knows about the job that would suit you perfectly. I really do. And Star, you are up next. Now, I'm going to fix my camera after knocking it off. So give me a second. Give me a second. There, oh, again. As I said, people, it's happening when I can't. Oh, my camera disconnected. Ah. This is going to be fun. Oops. No. Okie dokie. I'm going to have to check to see if I can get it up and running again. Okay. No, it's not letting me. Come on. Okay. Come on, it's got to refresh. Okay. I'm just going to play around. Okay, settings. Video. Okay, let's see if I can get it. Technical difficulties because I dropped the camera. Technical difficulties because I dropped the camera. There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, and it's not letting me, it's got like a little red, nah. Okay. Don't want to re-log in. There we go. And secondary camera. Okay. Settings. Let's see if I do it one way and then do it the other way. There we go. We're back. We are back up and running. Oh, it's only that my balance it's only that my balance is way off. What tarot deck was it? It was Pulp Fiction. Just, yes. The red, this one. This one was Pulp Fiction. I like it. I do like it. Thank you, Venus Tranquility. It was hard to get, but I got it. And I've got many decks, which a lot of you know already. But I hadn't hit the next. I had hydrated. I'm going to put the list up so I can be sure. There we go. So, Star, you are next. And I'm not going to knock the camera this time. And yes, I do have this deck, but I was able to purchase a smaller deck. Jazz hands, yeah, I saw that too. There is some lagging going on, so some lagging going on. I feel as if there's a stuck energy with you, Star, as if you don't know which step to take next. And my guide just told me gap year. It's like there's someone there's someone who is for you taking a bit of a break. And sunflowers. So there you go. Did one of them involve a toenail? Did one of the unfortunate things involve a toenail? I felt as if somebody dropped something on my toe. My face cam's frozen. Yes, it is. I'm going to have to adjust that. Thank you for that, Landon History Buff. Okay. We'll do it again. Hopefully. Yes, that's doing it now. Hopefully it doesn't freeze the other one. No, I'm here. Good. You dropped a paperweight on your toe. Oh, Star. I didn't expect that to come out. So there you go. Okay. Can I ask, is someone in hospital? Is someone in hospital? I'm sorry, Star. I don't get anything negative. But I just get time consuming. And I feel it may have something to do with losing memory as well. Whoever's in hospital may have difficulty with their memory. I don't know whether it's a condition or whether it's a medication that they're on. And everybody was asking me, I've been in hospital a lot. With age comes difficulties. I feel a lot of the cheeriness has fallen onto you and you're finding it difficult to be cheery, but you know you have to be. Can I ask, was it a fall outside? I feel as if whatever happened was outdoors. That's a heavy burden for you to carry, Star. That is such a heavy burden for you to carry. But I feel whatever happened outdoors. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Star. I just got outdoors and as if I was falling. So, can I ask, there was another vehicle involved and they were foreigners? I could even say almost Aussies. I'm glad. But can you understand another vehicle involved? And I feel they were overseas people. Like they were on a holiday. Okay, you're not sure about the other vehicle. I feel the other vehicle is safe as well. Because there's some sense of being asked to fill in paperwork as well. And I feel as if you're the one filling in the paperwork and you're doing your best, but you're fearful you've missed a detail. Yeah. But some of the forms ask what happened and nobody can really fill in the blank. I do feel as if the insurance payout is there. So it's just a process. Someone, is this mum to you? Sorry, I have to read back. Is this mum to you? Mum or sister? Close friend. Okay. Then I have to say there was a recent separation. I feel as if recently this person became single. In the accident. Oh, Star, I'm sorry. Can you understand the seat belt? Yeah. Can you understand the seat belt crushing the chest of the person who passed? I knew I had a spirit person with me from the moment I started shuffling the cards and everything went wrong with the camera, and it was like, it's not heavy, Star. My guides protect me. They do. I'm feeling for you because I feel as if there is a farewell service tomorrow for you. Tuesday. There you go. And I feel it was you that printed out the booklets, like little booklets that have got the prayers in it. There's a thank you for printing them out. Yeah, the keepsake. That's what I tried to get. There's a thank you coming from the spirit world for printing them out. And this person, this spirit person, is letting me know they were here, then they were on the other side. They knew what made them pass, but that's it. They were here, then they were on the other side. So it was very quick. I feel as if somebody detected a pulse, though. And I don't want to get into explaining about silver cords, and I feel as if somebody detected a pulse. But when we pass to the other side, we have this silver cord. It's why we astral travel when we dream. sometimes the silver cord is disconnected, but the body still tries to heal itself. So hopefully I've said that enough. I'm just trying to catch my breath here. There's a sadness surrounding this. It's almost as if it was only, you said fiance earlier, so there's a sadness in that it was so close. It's almost like in 3 months' time, it would have been a different story. It would have been husband-wife. Thank you, Blue Moss Dragonet. And I'm sure all of the viewers are sending out cyber hugs to Star. 4 months. Yeah. I get that in a matter of months it would have been different. It would have been husband-wife. And there's something about the paperwork because it's not. I feel as if they were going to be husband and wife, so there was no civil. There you go. You can register as a de facto couple, and they hadn't done that because they were going to do it the right way. And so, yes. And you may benefit from somebody who, I can let you know, they're called a death doula. You know how you have birthing doulas? There are people in this world who are death doulas. They actually aid the family in a transitional way, particularly when it gets messy. So, Shamanic Awakening, thank you. Thank you for sharing the love. But a death doula can aid the family in the transitional phase, particularly when it's a little bit messy, like this seems to be. And anyone can engage the services of a death doula. It doesn't have to be a family member. You don't have to worry about the next of kin thing, because I know in my circumstances, my mum is my next of kin because I've never been officially married. And yet there are people that, like my mum wouldn't know my passwords to Facebook or anything like that, wouldn't know passwords to Twitch, etc. And even if electricity is in one person's name and internet is in the other person's name, it can cause problems. So a death doula can deal with the life issues. And I want to say there's the forgetfulness I'm picking up is actually a blessing in this case. Because I feel it's impacted a community, not just family. It's impacted a community. Yes, definitely bring it to your friends' attention that They do exist. They're out there. It might take some searching for one in your area. Yeah. And I want to say that the forgetfulness is actually a blessing in disguise. But I do get someone having neck issues, whether it's the person in hospital or not, neck issues. Okay, the daughter needs to get that medically checked. Hello, Lady Pallas Athena. The daughter needs to get that medically checked. Because I feel as the days pass, it's got worse. So it needs to be medically checked. And this is just information for you to possibly verify that it is coming from the spirit world. I get C45 with the neck issue. So once the daughter gets it checked out, you can let me know if that was right or wrong. Thank you, Star. And thank you for being such an awesome person in helping this family through what's a harrowing situation. You're working magic. In this dark time, you are actually working magic. Just keep that with you. Because I know it's a struggle. I know it's impacted a lot. Yeah. But bless you for taking it on your shoulders, Star. And see, it doesn't have to be years after. It can be close to passing that people make a contact. But it explains why I was knocking over the camera all the time. They're not used to being in a different physical body. But I do have to take a break. I will return. Thankfully, the lagging has stopped. But I will put up the list because I know everybody's waiting. It's just I have to put my health first at the moment. Okay. Now. Okay. It seems to be pretty much in order. Yeah. Look for a death doula because they can help. They can help by indicating what needs to be done. And they work on healing a family, particularly when it's a bit messy. But definitely get baby girl checked out by a medical professional. Okay, when I come back, Blue Moss Dragonette will be next. And as I've said, I do have to take regular breaks. It's a health issue, so bear with me. And I am back. So hopefully the sound is okay. But Blue Moss Dragonette, you are up next. Yes, I wish the doctors had have given me a heads up before. Sound is A-okay. Thank you, Star. Blue Moss Dragonette, I feel you're in a different place than what you usually are when you tune in. Just a yes or a no. A different place than where you usually are. Okay. I feel you've had a few issues that have turned up. You're in a much better headspace. Good. But you've tackled the issues that have arisen really well. I feel there's been issues arise. I feel it concerns a family member. If I had to put money on it at the moment, I'd say daughter. But you've handled it really well. Your action has actually inspired others. Or talking about your action has inspired others. There you go. Success. It's celebrated. You've inspired others in a way that's burst their heart. And I feel there's an overflow effect to reconnecting with your emotions. Yeah. Reconnecting with your emotions. And also the pentacles have improved at the same time. Okay. And you did all of this when you thought you didn't have... You thought like giving up. You felt as if you had to give up and walk away. But you did all of this in that battle-weary energy where you felt you didn't have anything else to give. So this is pat yourself on the back. This is just awesome energy. You're still indecisive about, I want to say about where you live or where you spend your time. You're indecisive about where you spend your time or where you live. I feel there could be a change coming, but you're going to take your time in tackling that. You know there's a healthier place that you could be. It's just society, as we know, is struggling at the moment. So the cost of living is affecting everybody. Yeah. But I feel you're not going to rush it. You are going to take your time so that when you do find somewhere, it's going to be better. It's like, I'm going to investigate. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to look at the area as well as the actual apartment or the actual house. I'm going to take my time. I need to know the area first. And yeah, inflation does suck. I can tell you that now. Australia is really good with their medical things, as I've said before. However, there are things that aren't provided. And when I've gone to provide that for myself, I'm thinking, oh, thank goodness I don't spend much on myself anyway. Because at least it was there. And it's just ongoing. I've got specialist appointments coming up that aren't covered under Australia's medical system. That's when I might notice it. So I'm saving up like crazy now. And I've got my Aussie t-shirt on. I don't know if it can be seen. It's got a little Australian made. I'll turn the camera. There you go. It's got a little Australian made thingy. Even though Australia does not have a manufacturing industry at the moment. It's all gone offshore. So I'm wearing my old Aussie stuff with pride. And yes, I got this at a place that used to be called East Coast. It was in Victoria, there's a place called Geelong. It's seaside suburb. And I was studying there. And I bought all these Australian made. You might have heard of Billabong, which is a surfing company. East Coast was part of that surfing company thing. And yes, all the clothes I bought, I'm going back, let's see, what? Okay, somebody help me. I think I'm going back 30 years. I'm going back to 1995. So 30 years ago. February 1995. And they're lasting. Yay me. But I feel you're going to do that too, Blue Moss Dragonet. You're going to... Oh, it was a saying on... I think it was... First Ladies. It was a series that I watched. And it had a saying... Use it up, wear it out, make do, or do without. And seriously, because I can sew, that's what I tend to do. I fix things rather than throw them out and replace them. And just on a sidetrack, my mum, who is more modern than me in some ways, disliked the fact that I get my shoes repaired rather than replaced. And she's like, oh, I couldn't do that. That is just too cheap. And it's like, if I find a pair of shoes that feels awesome on my feet, I'm getting them fixed. I'm not running around trying to find a replacement. And yes, so that's a bit of a generational thing where I'm actually older in some respects than my mum, who's 23 years older than me. And when we appreciate what we have grows. So, Blue Moss Dragonette, I feel you repeating that to yourself will actually help. Because I feel as if there's been a little bit of a struggle with the inflation at the moment. And I want to say, be grateful for the ancestral cooking, because I feel as if I can only use this from my own ancestral cooking thing. If you know how to make a roux, which is just a little bit of butter, milk and flour, if you know how to make a roux, you've got a meal with leftovers. It's things like that. And I feel as if you might have even planted some of your own stuff, Blue Moss Dragonette. I get like chilies. You might have planted a chili plant. Just let me know if that resonates. I'm being shown somebody putting chili seeds. And seriously, we all should know this. Things like celery. If you buy celery, you can actually buy it whole, because you chop off the bottom and you put the celery in the ground. Like potatoes, yeah. You can cut a potato in half, put it in the ground, and you got potatoes for ages. But the same thing can be done with celery. Okra is another one. Not that I'm fabulous at cooking okra. I know one good recipe and that's it. Squash. Yeah, but celery, if you buy one, you just cut the bottom off it, stick it in the ground, and it grows itself. We all should know these saving things. And you resonate with chilies. Okay. But yes. And I feel that comes from ancestral knowledge is what I'm getting. Like great-grandmother knowledge. Yeah, it is better than what you get in the stores too. And seriously, if you don't want to spend any extra on water, the water that comes out of the washing machine after you've washed your clothes is safe to put on your veggies. So you don't have to use any extra water. Hopefully I've spread some wisdom in these trying times of inflation. It's just how it goes. Didn't you know that, Blue Moss Dragonette? Most soap powders are okay. They're okay. And plants love the dead skin. It sounds horrible, but if we wash our clothes, the plants actually, the dead skin is the fertilizer. Now I'm getting gross. I'll move on. Sinful, you are up. I was getting a bit gross. Hello, Sinful. I was getting a little bit gross, but seriously, it's what our ancestors all knew instinctively. They all knew it instinctively. You can have a really healthy veggie garden and not spend any extra money. And Sinful, I feel as if life has changed for you. I feel like there might have been a change in job or a change in house. That resonates, just let me know, Sinful. A house, yes. Okay. I saw keys going, like one set of keys being replaced with another. And to me that means house or job. Okay, I feel as if the neighborhood is very different to what you were used to. And initially I'm getting a negative feeling, but I feel it's only because it's different. You're feeling as if there's no care factor in the new community. I want to say it's a different care factor. There we go. I feel as if it might be... Okay, I'm asking my guides to show me somewhere similar, local to me, that I know. It's a haves and have-nots. It's like living side by side, the haves and the have-nots. And it's very religious. It's almost like... It's a very religious community, but the have-nots are not part of the religious community. And so there's either really, really good manners or there is trash. There's no in between. It's like you're feeling out of sorts. I want to say give it time, you will find your tribe. I feel like there's a coffee shop nearby that's got a black sign with green writing. A coffee shop cafe. It's got a black sign with green writing. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you don't feel safe in the hours you keep to go wandering to have a look. I feel there will be a day, either on a weekend, where you can go out, say on a Saturday afternoon, and you will see this area. I feel what I'm seeing is red brick. And I feel from where your new place is... No, it's not Subway. We've got Subway in Australia, I'd know that. No, this is a black sign with green writing. And I feel like it's got IV in the writing. I can't see it all, so... I can't see the whole sign. I feel like it's almost like jive. G-I-V-E. Or J-I-V-E. It's got IV in the writing. It's not Subway. I'd know Subway. We've got it in Australia. But I do feel as if within the community you will find people. It's a bit scary at the moment for some reason. And I want you to stop telling yourself you made a bad choice. Because I feel as if once you get used to the current area, you will find your tribe and it will be better. With the Hierophant and Temperance, it will be better. It just seems a bit... It's like I'm jumping with every noise. Thank you for the hydrate, Star. I'm having coffee this time. Can you understand, Sinful, why I'm jumping with every noise? Yeah, you'll get used to it. I feel as if you're only a street away from the good. And And when I say a streetway, I feel like you can visually see it. I don't know whether you're on a second story, third story, second level, third level. You can see a brick building from where you are. And it's like that's where the good starts. And I feel as if the cafe that I'm seeing, or if you're in the US, don't they call them bodegas in the US? There's a cafe, you know, where they serve coffee and, say, donuts. It's a black sign with green writing. And it's only just down from where you are. So tell yourself you've made a good choice, you just haven't explored it yet. And also tell yourself that a move is stressful. I feel like you're on the edge of the good place, the good side of the tracks. Because I feel like the move's positive otherwise. Yeah, the move's positive. It's like there's magic in the move. Yeah, you'll get used to it and it will be better. So start telling yourself you made the best choice. And hopefully that resonates, Sinful. You're welcome. And good luck with getting used to the move. Okay, now let's see where I am. It must be Easter because I don't have much of a queue. Vork, you are up next. And I do need to use some of my new cards again. I liked this first deck I started off with. I'll use that. Let's see if Vork has hung around. No, Vork has left. So let's put up the list. I know a lot of people do leave, especially when I do have to do the Be Right Back so often. But Indigo Sonora, you are up next. And just saying your name, just saying Indigo Sonora, I'm like getting Harry Potter vibes. And I picked up this deck and you wouldn't believe it. Have a look at this little character here. Doesn't it look like the thing in Harry Potter? I forget which one it was now. But I feel as if there's a Harry Potter vibe. Okay, Indigo, that's fine. But I feel a Harry Potter vibe with you. As if there's some importance to it in life. And I won't get into the whole J.K. Rowling debate. You know that tree. Okay. It's just I get a Harry Potter vibe and almost like a gothic feel too. Just a yes, no at this stage. Indigo, just a yes, no at this stage. Okay. Indigo, can you understand Canada? Why I'm picking up Canada? You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah. I knew there was a Harry Potter thing, but can you understand why I'm picking up Canada? Just yes, no. No. Okay. Can you understand someone with the name Rihanna on the other side? Rihanna sounds like Rihanna. And I get that this is a spirit person on the other side of life. Okay. No. That's okay. Just in your quiet moments, have a think of it. Because sometimes we know these names, but when we're all of a sudden asked to remember, it just disappears. I feel as if you're coming out of a tower moment. It's like everything collapsed and you're rebuilding. Yeah. Wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a moment with a Leo that was toxic. And just let me know if you get thrown to an ad break. Your focus at the moment is being on the lack of pentacles. So the lack of income, the lack of material possessions, etc. I would focus on the amount of love you have to give. The Tower moment, yes, that's okay. I can live without the Leo. I just get a very stubborn, toxic energy. I feel as if there was future promising. Someone promised the world going forward and never had any intention of providing it. And at the moment you're worried about the pentacles. I would focus more on the amount of love you have to give, because I feel that you were giving within a situation. And that giving is your personality, so claim it. Just because one person abused it doesn't mean everybody is going to. I feel as if you're in your head, I feel as if there's an SA trauma. Can you understand this, Indigo? Just let me know if you get thrown to an ad, because I can fill the time. But can you understand why I'm picking up an SA trauma? I don't want to say it out loud. There's definitely like trauma vibes. I need to say it's not your fault. Yeah. It's not your fault. None of it is. And it's almost like the current Tower moment has taken you back. You're worth more than what you've been given. You need to convince yourself of that, because I feel as if you're up in your head about, I must have done something really terrible in a past life. No, you didn't. I feel as if you're looking at traveling, or you're communicating with somebody in another country. I just need to clarify this. Yeah, there we go. Queen of Wands. I feel as if you may be communicating with somebody in another country. And they're inspiring. Okay, I understand delays. Some people use phones, and I've been guilty of using my phone, and there's a huge delay with the phone. But I know you know this. Hard work's going to pay off, but don't become mean over it. So, yes, don't let your tower moment change your personality, because I see that you're beautiful. Yet something in your head is telling yourself you're not. And yes, I feel the Harry Potter thing, revisit it. Because I feel as if there's a message in the Harry Potter thing for you that's going to rebuild your self-talk. Okay, then I want to say it's the one in Australia. I'm an Australian. I feel you're communicating to somebody in Australia that is, I want to say they make you laugh. And if you're not an Australian, it's Canada. See, I don't know where anyone's from. That's the beauty that I love about Twitch, is I've got no clue. Okay, that's all right. I just picked up the Australian. Then the person that I'm picking up that makes you laugh is Canadian. And I feel if you talked about this reading with them, they would know the name that sounded like Rihanna. That's okay. It doesn't matter where you're from. Energy is energy. But I feel like you're talking to people in Canada, or a person in Canada that makes you laugh. Come on, Karen. Something harbour. Cole Harbour. And a name that sounds like Rihanna. So if you're speaking to a Canadian, please bring up this reading and that Rihanna, a name that sounds like Rihanna, was mentioned. No one in Canada that you know of. Okay. I get that. On Discord, I can be talking to people and I have no... You live in a harbour. Does it start with a C? The name of the harbour, does it start with C? Like Cole Harbour? I know you're in Indonesia, so it's not likely to be. I live near a harbour. Does that count? It doesn't start with a C though. Okay, then it's not that, because I got a C word before harbour. So keep it in mind moving forward. And I want to say you will rebuild your pentacles, but be kind to yourself in doing so. And hopefully that resonates. And it's been a little while since I've had a walk. So I've got to make sure I do that, because yes, I've had people pop in and check up on me and make sure I'm doing the right thing, but I think the queue's empty. So there we go. Unless Vork comes back, I should do the next. There we go. I've done that. And Lady Pallas Athena, I need to go for a walk. Indigo, you're welcome. And thank the person who recommended me. And every day is different when I stream, so feel free to return. Yeah. Oh, Lady Pallas Athena, you don't have to leave the queue. I just have to make sure I move a lot. I've just come out of surgery, or it was a week ago, but I've still got to make sure I move. So I'll be back as soon as I can. I know you're there, Lady Pallas Athena. The recovery is slow. And with all the public holidays, getting to see a doctor has been a nightmare. But my doctor has told me I need to move, so I need to move. And I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, I am back. Hopefully sound is good. And welcoming Calypso. Lady Palace Athena, you are up. Yes, slow and easy. I don't like slow and easy. Look, as long as I walk around, the doctor's happy. I've got to keep the doctor happy. I feel like using my new Art Nouveau cards because I feel as if Lady Palace Athena, I feel as if you're believing you've supported others and yet in return there hasn't been what you expected. It's like I'm missing the reciprocal. Just let me know if that resonates. Kinda. I don't take kinda. I feel as if somebody may have promised to teach you something and they're forgetting that promise, or they say they've forgotten that promise. Seven of Diamonds. Yeah, it's someone forgetting a promise they made to you. Four of Crystals. Okay. I feel as if you've learned enough to do it on your own. However, there's a bit of fear about doing it on your own. You're not quite sure if you can create the same magic. And I want to say you create your own magic. Ten of Diamonds. By the way, the Ten of Diamonds is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel you will create your own magic. Has this got something to do with spirituality, tarot reading? I feel as if there's been a promise to teach you. And you feel disappointed, let down. Okay. To do with that aspect. I do get that you've supported this person. But I also feel it's a confidence thing. You have learnt enough to do it yourself. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. Three of Crystals. Yeah, this has upset you. And I feel as if the person who made the promise is at a distance from you. So the only connection you have would be online. But I feel you can create the magic alone. A lot of magic exists within our minds. I feel as if there are others that are supporting you. I feel as if this involves a network of followers for some reason. And I feel as if there are some that follow you, or some that join in just because you're there. And creating the magic alone, you can do it. I feel as if there's a reluctance to be a leader. But a leader ye shall be. And hopefully that resonates, Lady Pallas Athena, because I am confident that you can do it. I am confident that you can be your own leader, and you already have support. So go forth and make that magic, because the 10 of diamonds or the 10 of pentacles is actually your outcome. Oh, just so you can see it. The 10 of diamonds, which is the 10 of pentacles equivalent, is your outcome. And you've got the temperance card coming before it, which is creating your own magic, based on the other cards as well. You just need to have faith in yourself. I get there's talking. I hear talking. So whether it's a Discord channel or yeah, or a group talking. That's what I get for you, Lady Pallas Athena. And okay, Calypso, I think you're next. Yes, Calypso is next. Hello, Calypso. I'm loving my new decks. I got some new decks, and thanks to my mum, they were actually delivered while I was in hospital. So my mum took delivery of them, and I'm actually vibing with them, which I didn't think I would, because I love my artistic decks, but too many platforms are coming out with you can't show nudity. You can't show nudity, and I'm like, you could go to an art gallery and see more. Particularly with some of the living art. I've gone to a living art exhibition where there's actually been naked people. Sounds weird, but yes, I like the artwork in decks, but I'm vibing with these ones. So it just goes to show intuitive reading and the decks. I like going to art galleries, though, Calypso, but I feel as if there's something artistic happening for you. As in, either creating artwork to hang for yourself. It could even be diamond dots. I'm seeing it's artistic, but not traditional paints. Yeah, you're indecisive as to whether to go ahead with a relationship, actually. Four of Cups, the Lovers, Four of Cups, Two of Swords. I feel you're more interested in the relationship side. At the moment, it's a weak connection that you're feeling could be toxic. Seven of Pentacles. You're not willing to give up what you've already achieved. So I feel as if you've connected with somebody on a deep level, but there's a fear that they may be toxic. Just let me know if that resonates, Calypso. I know the energy I got tuning into your handle is different than the energy of the cards, which sometimes does happen. It doesn't resonate with you. Then can you understand somebody trying to dictate to you how to move forward? I feel like there's a stuck energy moving forward. And yet there's someone trying to tell you how it's done. And that doesn't resonate with you. Whatever they're telling you does not resonate with you. Okay, then I am going to split the deck and see what I get. Because Calypso, you will know that when I get intuitive stuff, I have to say this is relationships or material success. Who's the Leo in your sphere? Okay, you understand now. Who's the Leo in your sphere? And for some reason, I'm getting a feeling of Texas. That's okay. You do have two Scorpios. Okay. Who's the Texan? Or who's really political? And I do have an ad break coming up soon. Just let me know if you get thrown to. You're really political. I feel as if you need to draw back from the politics. Because I feel the politics may have started an argument or two. And I'm not saying change your beliefs by any means. I am not saying change your beliefs. It's just sometimes we can make our beliefs less vocal and still get our message across. And I feel politically Quino, welcome back. Calypso, I feel as if it's old school politics. It's very traditional. And I want to say in a good way. And I feel as if there are a lot of people that will agree with you. That's the energy I'm getting. The energy of feeling as if it's toxic. I feel as if you were made feel as if you couldn't express those views. Star, thank you for the hydrate. Love my coffee. And Calypso, you've probably heard this. You do catch more flies with honey. So create a honey trap. Just be sweet, demure, and let the other person... I feel like they will let you know just by how they behave. As long as you're sweet and innocent, and just let them have their... think that it's safe to communicate, and you'll have your answer. I do believe they are quite stubborn. And hopefully you now resonate with that, Calypso, even though it went roundabout, swings and roundabouts. You got your energy read and then you got a relationship thing read. I can understand that, Calypso, but one of the things you need to ask yourself is, yes, you can be involved with someone who isn't politically active, as long as they don't deny you your right to be. And that's a fine line, because I've been with people that don't necessarily get my politics, but as long as they don't deny me my right to think the way I want to think, or put me down because of it, I'm okay with that. So you've just got to work out if you're okay with that. But yeah, don't go against your own values. And I do feel this person, in discussing it, this person tried to get you to go against your own values in some way. So, yeah, test them out. Catch more flies with honey. So be peaches and cream, sweet, understanding. Okay. Now, Quino, you are up next. Give it a go, Joe. Haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back. Just keep an eye out for the actual opinion, Calypso. Hello, Quino. Okay. I feel as if somebody's left you out in the cold. I've just got out of surgery. Give it a go, Joe. So, yes. And it's not healing the best, so we will see how I go. But, Quino, I feel as if someone's left you out in the cold. Someone comes to mind, yes. Okay. My guides are telling me to turn over the cards. Okay. I feel as if you may have somebody up on a pedestal. Okay. I feel that you may have them up on a pedestal, but you also know you need to let go. You're fearful about what's going to happen if you do let go. Okay, now I've got medication coming up, so I'm going to have to close the queue. There we go. And Quino, you know, if you get thrown to an ad, to let me know. But I feel as if somebody has shown you their true selves. Yeah. You're trying not to, but your character is supportive. So, but this person's sort of like shown themselves not to be worthy of that support. It's almost like they don't like any of your friends. They don't like anything that you hold dear. Yeah. It's upsetting. I feel this person may be Scorpio. Either that or you're Scorpio. But it's like you feel like you're not your true self. You're a Leo. Okay, I can see that energy here. But you feel like you're not your true self. You can't be honest. You can't be caring yet have your opinion. Like Calypso's read, I would test this person out because I feel as if they're dampening your happiness. Someone from the past comes to mind. I can only accept that if they're dampening your happiness. And you deserve to be happy. I feel whoever you're dealing with has convinced you don't deserve to be happy when you actually do. It's like I'm getting a mindset of it's someone that's dampening your happiness, that's dampening your joy. Kingmaker, welcome in. Yeah, it's from them, it is designed to be confusing. Because confusion it's more difficult to deal with than certainty. And they let you rebuild and then they come back and it's confusing, so you toe the line and so on and so on. It's like a snake chasing its tail. But I feel you may have recently had a laugh with this person. There's definitely Mars energy here, so you may be dealing with an Aries. Try not to let them back in. Try to keep your joy. It's always difficult. Making those decisions is always difficult. I feel as if you had high hopes for that connection, and that's the difficulty of letting it go. Yeah, I don't understand why people do those things full stop to anyone, but they do exist. They do exist. Okay, let's see. Just keep building yourself up, Quino. Keep allowing yourself that happiness. Yeah, people can try and take away your joy, but to quote Eleanor Roosevelt, one of my favorite first ladies of the US, people can only make you feel a certain way if you give them permission. So deny them that permission. Okay, give it a go, Joe. You are up next. I could be better, Quino. Now, give it a go, Joe. Are you journaling something at the moment? Writing things down? Okay, there we go. I feel as if this is to release negativity. You're wanting to release negativity. And I don't know whether you're writing down the negative things or you're writing down gratitude. But it's like I'm trying to release myself from negative. Yeah. You've got the sun. There'll be success. Whatever you're writing down, there is success. There's also financial gain, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a book. Record keeping at the moment. Try and make it a little bit more positive, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a book. If it's a book or a play or cheat codes. Yeah. Would not be at all surprised if it's a book, a play, a podcast, you fill in the blank. But whatever you're writing down has some joyful experience to others. Or some positive spin to inspire others. It makes sense. There you go. That's what I have for you. Give it a go, Joe. Okie dokie. You're welcome. But keep persevering with it because I feel as if there's something that you're not happy with that needs cleaning up. Star, thank you for the hydrate. And that little alarm sound is an indication time for me to go. Congratulations. Give it a go, Joe. I'll split the deck. The sun is here, so I can actually see it going well. You're vlogging the experience. Good on you. Okay. There is success. The Six of Pentacles. I feel as if financial position is something that you'd rather not discuss. Yet it's something that needs to be discussed. At least how each of you handle monetary matters. But good on you for doing the vlogging, because a lot of people now are thinking outside the box, and it's great. Yeah, it's not so much that you have to talk about how much each of you has. You don't have to do that. But getting an indication of how the other person's relationship with money, like some people can have a very frugal relationship with money, and other people can have a very spendthrift, easy come, easy go type attitude. And yeah, so you do need to know that, whether they are a spontaneous spender or whether they are, I feel it hasn't been discussed yet. And it does need to be discussed, as in your relationship with money, how you value money. It needs to be discussed how the other person values money. But also, give it a go, Joe. I feel you're curious in provider instinct as well. Are they a provider? Are they going to stand by your side and support? And that's provider instinct. And we all have it within us to some degree or another. I feel you're curious about provider instinct. Yeah, I'm burnt out about one-sided too. Only mine's more emotive one-sided, so... Well, there you go. Good luck with the meeting. I feel it will go well. I don't see an end to the communication. The Sun card was there. But good on you for vlogging it. Because I feel other people are going to benefit from your journey, but you are too. You're welcome. Give it a go, Joe. And best of luck going forward. I love the vlogging idea. I was actually thinking that the other day. I know I'm due to finish, because I promised everybody I would set my alarm to finish. And definitely keep me posted. I'll be interested in how it transpires, because vlogging means you've actually got a consecutive view of how situations appeared or transpired. But I was only thinking the other day that I really should do a spiritual podcast. And at the moment, with the surgery and not being able to sit for a long time, I could actually podcast while I'm walking around. I could do the podcast while I'm laying down. I don't have to actually be seated. Well, there you go, Star. I've got one supporter. It's like I could do it without having to sit at a computer. So it's just, but give it a go, Joe. Your reading actually reminded me that I had that thought the other day. I was feeling terrible, so I don't think a podcast would have gone very well, but I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought, I should actually do that. And we'll see how it goes. I've got to see the doctor tomorrow, and I'll get a bit more of an update. But they had to squeeze me in because here in Australia we've had the public holidays for Easter, and we have Anzac Day this week. So it's a really short week for everyone. So everyone's crazily getting things together. But until next Tuesday, I wish you all the best in your lives. And Star, I wish there was some way I could take your burden from you. But I wish you all the best in your lives, and I shall see you next week. Bye for now.